And away we go. It is the nightcap, the special edition without Chad. It is Aaron Smith and David Simone here on the Galactic Fried Chicken Nightcap. Be sure to stop down to Galactic Fried Chicken. Tell them to pump it up. Get yourself 15% off the dunkers, the chicken fingers, the chicken sandwich, whatever the case may be. They were voted number 2 for pretty much everything. I feel like they were in as far as categories went on the City Beat best of this year again. We're going to try and get them to number 1 by next year. That's 2 years in a row now at number 2. But again, make sure you get down to Galactic Fried Chicken in Dayton, Kentucky. Tell them to pump it up. Save yourself 15%. And with that, Dave, thank you for joining us for the nightcap.
Who beat them?
I mean, do you really want to give somebody else clout right now on our show?
We got to know who we're coming for. I mean,
I did not check the standings this year. I'm imagining it's the same people who it was last year that beat them. I know Chad mentioned they were number 2. My guess is if it was the same people as last year, it's the spot in OTR. What's it called?
Like the Eagle?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, well, the Eagle's pretty damn good too.
That's what I hear, but yeah, they are not a sponsor here on the show.
They are not.
So.
They're not paying us money, so they're not as good as Galactic.
I mean, they don't have the Galactic sauce, and that makes everything. Just saying.
No, but we're coming for you, Eagle.
So we wanted to do a special show tonight. Obviously, news comes out this morning, very early this morning, that one of our own is no longer here. Kelly Brendel passes away this morning after a long battle with cancer, and it sucks. It sucks that Chad's not here. It sucks that this happened for Chad and his family. It sucks that Kelsey is 12 and is going to have to go through this. But you have been a staple in the BCJ community far longer than I have. You have known Chad longer than I have. What's going on with you as you go through all this?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough day for me. I mean, obviously, Chad has become one of my best friends. I mean, we talk almost daily, whether it's something important or whether it's something not important. Like, I mean, I almost call him, whenever I'm picking my son up from school or from my mom, almost always am giving him a call just to see what's going on. I mean, they've become part of our tailgate crew. You've seen that, so, it's been a hard day, but I mean, he is, I always ask him, how are you doing? Like, I understand what Kelly went through and everything, but I think sometimes it's not that we don't care, but the questions to him are always, or more times than not, about how is Kelly? How is she doing? And I'm not saying that I wasn't ever concerned, but like, I want to make sure that he knows that I always knew that I was thinking about him and that his mental health to me was just as important as her physical health, because he had to be the one that
The Rock
took care of Kelsey, took care of her, made sure that, things didn't fall apart. And I know he, we all handle our situations in different ways. And, I've told him how many times, like, leave those people alone. And sometimes maybe that's just the way you handle things. You never know. But the amount of toughness and, like I said, mental strength that he showed, throughout this whole thing, like, I can't imagine, 5-6 years, whatever it was, of battling the cancer, and then just the going into the hospital for, just before Christmas, all the way to April 4th.
Today was Dave. I talked to him today. Today was day 100. He went back to the hospital to visit with the nurses today because he wasn't going to not show up on day 100. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how I would react to that type of a situation. So, like, it's tough to put into words. Like, I obviously didn't know Kelly as well as I knew Chad, but I mean, I hadn't seen her, any time recently. but she would be at the tailgates and come and then with Kelsey when she was littler, and then leave when we would have to go do our either when he would go in or when the tailgate was over. And like I said earlier, the lady Kelly is a damn angel. I mean,
right.
I wouldn't put up with his ass that long. So, she, there's something going on there. So good for you, Chad, that you were able to find one that
could put up with you.
That would put up with your shit.
Yeah.
But it sucks. It's there's no. I'm not gonna be able to say anything that anybody's gonna be like, oh my god, that was the most eloquent, heart touching. It's never a comfortable situation. You don't know what to say. Saying anything is all that matters. Whether it's I'm thinking about you, whether I hope you're having a good day, whether it's I love you, like it doesn't matter. Like just anything that you say to someone when they're going through something like this is going to, as long as it comes from the heart, and I think everybody, especially in our community, it does. We all have our stuff. Just you never know what someone's going through.
Right.
So anytime you can reach out to someone and just ask, how are you doing? I'm here for you. And that's kind of like where I sit as a friend, and just wanting him to know that my concern is everybody, but you are my true dear friend, and I want to make sure that that I'm thinking about you and your well-being. And he's always going to say, oh, is there anything we can do? Nope. Well, tough shit. We've already done some stuff. Check your damn email. It's like, you don't have to be prideful and say you don't need it. Like just say, yeah, I would love it if you did this. It's
so I talked to him today, like I said, and obviously he's going to be making some adjustments, as being a single dad is no walk in the park. And he had already messed up dates, not realizing Easter was this weekend, and thought that the spring game was this weekend and that volleyball was next weekend. Well, volleyball is next weekend, but so is the spring game.
right.
So we'll all be there. Chad will not be there. So we'll be handling that in lieu of Chad next weekend as we go through the spring game on the 15th. But one of my favorite things about Kelly is Kelly changed Chad's perspective. So when we were pregnant with Brennix, and I had told Chad that we were pregnant, and Chad said he let Kelly know that we were pregnant, and she said, "Oh, what are they having?" He's like, "I don't know." She's like, "You didn't ask him?" And he's like, "No, I didn't ask." So he made sure to tell me that story as he's asking, "So are you having a boy or a girl?" Like, I told you we were having a girl. I guess you wouldn't listen to me.
He was really paying attention to you.
But I mean, it was just Kelly was. I did have the pleasure of meeting her at one of the meetups down at Holy Grail, and that was the one and only time I actually met her face to face, as opposed to her popping in this space where it would
Right.
be either a pre-show or a post-show, and her getting to get her jabs in because she might actually be funnier than Chad.
Yeah, I talked to her a lot when they would be in the car and I would be on speaker, and then we would both kind of tag up on Chad and make fun of him for something. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants a little bit here. So I hope everybody is understanding. Like, I don't have this is not my full-time gig. I do not have the contacts that he has. I'm not going to be breaking any transfer portal news. So, please bear with us. We know this is a pay thing. You spend your money. We understand. We are, going
doing our best.
Do the best we can.
We're all going to be reaching out to the contacts that we do have, trying to find some information out.
Well, I don't have any, so.
I have a couple here and there, but that all said, it's not the easiest time right now, as this was kind of dropped in our lap and no one was expecting this to go this way. Certainly not this quickly. And yeah, we definitely are going to see what we can put out in the next couple days in regards to the stuff that we've been working on. And the transfer portal, thank God the transfer portal window is on a break. I don't know if it's still currently on a break. I think the window opened back up
tomorrow. That's why Jamil
yeah.
Reynolds is visiting. It's open
there we
tomorrow.
go. All right. So we're going to be working on some things. But that all said, I think I speak for the entire Bearcat Journal community when I say that we have all been Team Kelly for a very long time, and I don't think that Team Kelly is going to end anytime soon, as I think that she is honestly the reason that this thing is still going as strong as it is, and she gave Chad every opportunity to spread his fucking wings and fly with all of this.
Yeah, I mean, she certainly never, to anything that I could tell, she certainly never held him back from doing any part of this job. Whether
she pushed him out of the nest.
Yeah,
whether it
was AAU trips or podcasts every other night, it seemed like, or talking
every night
to me all the time. I mean, so we the community are forever grateful. Just my heart breaks. Just it sucks. I don't ever want anything like that to happen to anyone, let alone a good friend. So I'm sure most everybody that will listen to this has probably already reached out on Twitter or on the message board or whatever. But just if you do the praying thing, just send one for Chad and Kelsey. I know they've got a lot going on and a lot still to come, and they'll need all of us to hold them up here for quite a while. So
long road ahead for sure.
Yep.
So we did want to at least offer up just kind of where everything was and kind of let everybody who does subscribe to this page to BCJ know where things currently stand in that regard. But with that, unless you have anything else to add, Dave?
No, I don't think so. I think people have heard from me enough tonight.
That is a more somber edition of the Galactic Fried Chicken Nightcap. But we'll be back here hopefully soon with some information on your nightly listens. But for Dave, I'm Aaron Smith, and we'll see you next time.